Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Devin Heaton, and today we are doing a Q&A from Killer Flicks, a Facebook horror page. If you'd like to check out that page, fucking do it, because it's the most badass horror page I've ever been in. A lot of nice people in there. What are we at? I think 8.5 thousand people. Like, it's a huge community. So if you're into horror and you like talking about scary movies and shit, check out Killer Flicks on Facebook. Let's fucking do it. So, starting off with this Q&A, I would just like to say I'm not doing any names, because, like, I don't want to fuck up any names, but I will try to put down some screenshots of the questions. So, yeah, let's do it. It's a bit of an editing curve for me, but fuck it. First question is, what is your favorite non-horror movie? So, my favorite non-horror movie would have to be Tenacious D in The Pick of Destiny. I grew up watching that movie, you know, I grew up listening to Tenacious D. I just rediscovered Tenacious D when I was fucking 12 or 13, I think. So, I've just been listening to Tenacious D ever since then, and the movie is just fucking hilarious. And it's badass, and it's just a total stoner movie, you know what I mean? It's a fucking blast. You gotta watch it sometime. Question number 2. If you were part of a horror movie, particularly a slasher, do you think you'd survive? Probably not. Due to my anxiety, I'd probably fucking shit myself and then probably die right there. Yeah, I probably wouldn't survive. Who knows? Maybe. Fuck, I don't know. The next question is, what's your favorite Friday the 13th movie? Okay, so I want to address something. I did a video with Blake Major, my good friend from Killer Flicks. His YouTube channel is The Awesome Maniac. There was an error in one of his videos, his Friday the 13th special, where I said that Jason Lives was part 7. Okay, forgive me for that. That was a complete fuck up. I totally meant to say part 6. I don't know why the fuck I said part 7, but I said part 7. I didn't mean to say part 7. Obviously, everybody makes mistakes. Let's just fucking push past it and live our lives like that, okay? Fuck it. But yeah, my favorite Friday the 13th movie is part 6, Jason Lives. Tom Matthews is it's very rare that we get final boys or final guys in horror movies. There's the fucking Andy Barclay and fucking I don't really know who else, but Tom Matthews was definitely a fucking great protagonist. He genuinely wanted to kill Jason, and that's what I liked about Tom Matthews' character as fucking Tommy Jarvis. He genuinely cared about other people's lives. He wanted to get rid of the evil. He wanted to get rid of Jason Voorhees once and for all. And I really just the overall vibe of that film is just fucking it's awesome. It's total 80s movie slasher, and it's a little gory, kind of, you know what I mean? It's pretty sick. But yeah, Jason Lives part 6 is my fucking all-time favorite Friday the 13th movie. Next question is, how are you doing? Well, I'm doing well. How are you doing? Alright, next question. Would you rather fight 10 gremlin-sized Jasons or 1 Jason-sized gremlin? Okay, here's the thing. That's a tough question, because there are a lot of things I need to know within this whole thing, okay? So, if I'm fighting 10 gremlin-sized Jasons, are the machetes also gremlin-sized? Are they also toned down? Because if they are toned down, I have no problem fucking fighting 10 gremlin-sized Jasons, because all I gotta do is just fucking get a flamethrower or something. But at the same time, Jason-sized gremlins, dude, I'd probably shit myself. But yeah, I'd probably fight off 10 gremlin-sized Jasons. The next question is, what is your favorite Christmas horror movie? I actually kind of like Gremlins. I haven't seen it in forever. I can't even remember the last time I'd seen Gremlins, but it was like, the first Gremlins was a pretty good movie. I like it. Oh, look at that. Next question. Favorite Christmas movie? My favorite Christmas movie would have to be Jack Frost. And no, not the one that's like super horror and really fucked up. Just talking about the one with Michael Keaton. It was a very heartwarming family movie, you know what I mean? Like, it was, I think I was like 6 or 7 when I first watched that movie. It was a really good movie. It still is a pretty good movie. It holds up to this day. I'm sure of it, but yeah, it was a Jack Frost, guys. It's a really good movie with Michael Keaton. Next question is, who is your favorite Marvel character and who is your favorite DC character? Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not too familiar with the comics or the cartoons or anything, so what I'm giving you is just based off of the movies. My favorite Marvel character would have to be Iron Man, Tony Stark, because he went through a lot of shit. Within this decade, he has gone through so much shit. Spoilers included. I'm so sorry for the spoilers. But from the first Iron Man movie, he's so hesitant of being Iron Man, right? Like, you know, like when he first announces, I am Iron Man, he's kind of hesitant about it. He's like, I'm Iron Man. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm Iron Man. Cool. But he's come a long way through these years, and at the very end of Endgame, not the very end, but at the end of Endgame, where he defeats Thanos and says, I am Iron Man, he says that with so much fucking pride, you have no idea how pumped that made me. It was fucking amazing. So Tony Stark, and that's another thing, Tony Stark's character is so symbolic to Robert Downey Jr., because Robert Downey Jr. has come a long way from his career, right? He was a really struggling actor when he first started out. He was going through a lot of shit, and he overcame all of that shit, and he's one of the greatest fucking people ever. Like, he's done so much for the Marvel community and just people in general. He's the coolest fucking dude ever. And as for DC characters, I'd have to go with Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. The thing about Joaquin Phoenix's Joker is that it's so, like, I don't want to say it's relatable because he does a lot of fucked up shit, but it is kind of relatable. If you think about it, it's pretty relatable. Arthur Fleck, he goes through a lot of shit, and he's constantly getting beat up and hated by everybody and fucking humiliated. And, you know, like, there are a lot of people in this world that are constantly being treated like shit, constantly being left behind and fucking hurt and all that. And it's really heartbreaking. If I'm being honest, it's really heartbreaking. But the thing about that movie and Arthur Fleck and the Joker, like Joaquin Phoenix's character, he analyzed that character so well because it's so realistic, you know what I mean? It's not this comic book type film like Suicide Squad. It's a more realistic feel to it, and that's what makes it more heartbreaking, you know what I mean? Like, you're not supposed to side with the Joker. You're never supposed to side with the villain. That's the fucking main point of every hero movie. You're supposed to side with the hero to defeat the villain. But in this movie, it's like, holy fuck. Like, now I know why he's doing this shit. Like, now I know why he is killing people. Like, it's still no excuse for killing people. Like, don't do it. But, like, now I know why he's so, like, fucked up. And, like, people treat him like shit. You know, like, and there's gonna be days, and then there's gonna be one day where somebody loses their shit and they go off the rails and do something fucking crazy. It's gonna happen. But yeah, like, it's, I don't know, man. Like, that film is just fucking, like, it's something else, man. It's something else. It's a great movie. The next question is Rocky Balboa or John Rambo? Shit, man. They're both Sylvester Stallone characters. I'm not too familiar with Rambo. Like, I think I've seen a film or two when I was younger, but I grew up watching the Rocky films. So Rocky 100 fucking percent. Next question is actually a joke. It's from Jane Silent Bob Strike Back. It says, if you were a sheep, would you fuck another sheep? Don't ever ask me that again. It's fucked up. Next question is, how underrated is Supernatural? I don't really think Supernatural is underrated. I believe that show is on its 14th season. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I'm not familiar with that show. But there are a lot of people talking about that show. Like, a lot of people I know, a lot of people you may know, probably, because you're the one asking the question. I wouldn't necessarily say it's underrated. It's just, there are other shows that are a little bit more than Supernatural, you know what I mean? There's Ray Donovan, and there's Shameless, and Sons of Anarchy, and Dexter, and all that stuff, and they're all, like, it's all based on the community that these TV shows have. So, to answer your question, I don't think it's underrated at all. I just think it has a bit of a smaller community than some other shows. Next question. This is a three-parter from my good buddy Blake Major, because he likes to fuck with me for shits and giggles, because he's my buddy. But first question is, how much do you love your buddy, the Awesome Maniac? Buddy, I gotta say, I love you. You're a fucking good dude. And then he also asked, nah, for real though, who do you like more, Blake Major or the Awesome Maniac? I don't know, man. The Awesome Maniac's kicking some fucking ass on YouTube right now. And then he says, okay, this one is for real. Do you like Jason or Chucky more? And then in brackets, he says, please add the first two. Well, you're welcome. I added the first two. There you go. So yeah, of course, for all of my subscribers and all of my friends, you guys know I'm a huge fucking Chucky fan. I have a good guy doll that I paid $500 for from Trick or Treat Studios. If you'd like to check out Trick or Treat Studios, fucking do it. Like, I am fully encouraging you to check out Trick or Treat Studios. It's a great website. They have some great products and material on there. My good guy doll that I bought is, like, it's just spot on with the original Chucky. Like, you know what I mean? It looks like a good guy doll. Unlike the Spencer's dolls, no offense to Spencer's, they're doing a good job as well. But Trick or Treat Studios Good Guys doll is as far as you're gonna get as far as you're gonna get to a realistic, movie accurate prop. Okay, so yes, go to trickortreatstudios.com. Check out the products and material. It's fucking amazing. Yeah, I like Chucky more. He's got a little bit more of like a humorous side. You know, he's funny, but it kind of goes off the rails a little bit after Bride of Chucky. Like, I've mentioned that in my reviews. It definitely goes off the rails a little bit with Seed, and then, you know, it kind of goes back to Curse. I like to think Curse is an homage to the first film because of how dark it was. Mind you, yes, I think Curse is a lot more darker than the first film from 1988. However, there was less comedy in the first three films, which I really, really, really loved about Chucky. And then, of course, going on to Bride of Chucky, we add more humor. We got to know more about Chucky. He has a fucking girlfriend and all this shit. Ugh. I like Bride of Chucky. It's a nice film. It's very gothic. It has a very nice gothic undertone to it. Another thing I really appreciate about Bride of Chucky is that Ronnie Yu directed it. He also directed Freddy vs. Jason, which I loved. I fucking love Freddy vs. Jason because it just has that badass, like, grunge rock type vibe to it. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, Chucky all the way. You know that. So, what's your favorite horror movie that doesn't get talked about enough? I'd have to say Freddy vs. Jason. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not a lot of people talk about that movie anymore. And it's a bit of a shame because that movie was really, really, really good. I just recently bought it on... Oh, fuck. I actually think this was like a year ago. But I bought Freddy vs. Jason on Blu-ray. And, like, upon rewatch, it's fucking awesome. Yes, it does have flaws. Like, every movie has flaws, guys. Remember that. Like, there's gonna be, like, at least one person that thinks, oh, like, what the fuck? Like, why is this in here? Like, you know what I mean? My only flaw I have with that film is that Freddy only gets one kill. And why? Like, I understand you're using Jason as a vessel to scare the fuck out of these kids and make them believe that, oh my god, like, Freddy's still alive and blah, 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 blah. But I definitely think that Freddy Krueger deserved a lot more recognition in that film. However, like, aside from that, the film's fucking awesome. It's got, like, dry humor, which I fucking love in horror movies. Like, if you're gonna put humor in horror movies, make it dry as fuck. Like, don't make it witty, don't make it slapstick comedy, make it fucking dry. Make it realistic. Like, crack a couple jokes, it's okay. Like, when Chucky is in the elevator, like in Child's Play 1988, when he's in the elevator with the old neighbors, and the old woman says, ugh, ugly doll. And then the elevator rises and all you hear is, fuck you. That's the type of humor I like. It's witty. It's not too witty, but it's witty enough. And it's dry. It's just a simple fuck you. Like, what the fuck? Like, you don't know who I am, bitch. Like, add it to a film. Don't go over the top with the comedy. Never go over the top with the comedy, because then it feels like a fucking Goosebumps movie, and it's so stupid. Especially when you add a shit ton of CGI. Don't do that. CGI is fucking shit. Not a lot of CGI, but there's quite a bit of CGI that's fucking terrible. But yeah, like, a horror movie that doesn't get talked enough would definitely have to be Freddy vs. Jason, because, you know, like, nobody ever talks about it anymore, and I want people to connect with each other on that movie and discuss their thoughts and their ideas on maybe like a sequel or something. Like, you know, like, I want more communication and conversation with that film. Like, it's such a good film, it deserves more appreciation in my thoughts. So next question is, what are your favorite Canadian filmmakers? Is Cronenberg included? So if I'm being honest, I'm not too familiar with Canadian filmmakers. The main basis and the main point of my channel is just to share my thoughts on movies that I've watched. And I know I've gone off the rails with my rants about Chucky and fucking Don Mancini and all that stuff, and I've done a lot of research regarding Chucky. Like, you have no idea, I'm a huge fan of Chucky. But yeah, like, the main point of this channel is just to share my thoughts with you on movies that I like and things in the horror community that I either agree on or disagree on, you know. But yeah, like, I'm not too familiar with Canadian filmmakers. I know Jason Reitman is a Canadian-American filmmaker. He created the Ghostbusters films, like Part 1 and Part 2. Fucking completely disregard that Ghostbusters 2016 piece of fucking trash. And I'm gonna go a little bit off topic here, but, like, I just find Ghostbusters 2016 to be so fucking unnecessary. Like, we understand that there are women out here trying to send a message. Yes, women can do what men can do. We know. We know. It doesn't need to be analyzed in a movie. I mean, especially about ghosts. Like, it doesn't need to be analyzed in a fucking horror movie or, like, anything like that. Like, if you want to make a movie about feminists and feminism and like, that's, I'm not against feminism or feminists or anything like that. I believe we should all be treated equally, you know, like, respect one another for who they are. I've always told you guys that. Respect each other for who they are. Don't fucking let people judge you or bring you down, okay? But in my opinion, we don't have to constantly be reminded of these topics, okay? Black Christmas, 2019, they did that. They constantly like shoved it down our throats that, yeah, women can do this and women can do that. Yes, we know women can do that. Women are strong and independent. They can fucking do whatever they please, but we don't have to constantly be reminded. I would be saying the same fucking thing if it was a dude, okay? That's why I'm saying I'm not against feminism, okay? You do you. I'm saying we don't have to constantly be reminded of one specific topic that is completely unnecessary in said film. Anyways, going back to the question. Canadian filmmakers, yeah, I'm not too familiar with Canadian filmmakers. I like Ghostbusters, therefore I like Jason Reitman. He's a fucking cool dude. I can't wait to see what he does with Ghostbusters Afterlife. I've watched the trailer. Unfortunately, I haven't done a trailer reaction. I don't know why. Maybe I should start doing that. Let me know in the comments down below if I should start doing trailer reactions, and maybe I'll do it for you guys. So, is Cronenberg included? You know, I don't know. The only David Cronenberg film I've watched was Jason X. I haven't watched The Fly or anything like that. I like Jason X, but it just feels too much like a comedy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like they don't care. You know what I mean? Like Jason X, it's like they don't give a fuck about that movie. It's like, okay, let's make it funny. Let's make it slapstick. Let's make it fucking hilarious. Let's chop a dude's arm off and make him fucking, oh my god, dude, my arm. Like, what the fuck, dude? It's like, how are you not freaking the fuck out that your arm is gone and there's a fucking, like, serial killer on your spaceship? Like, what? But anyways, yeah, so Jason Reitman, I guess, would be my favorite, like, Canadian filmmaker, I guess. I don't know. It's a great question, though. It's a very difficult question to answer, but it's such a great question. Thank you for that question. Next question is, what is the worst movie of all time? Ooh, shit. Worst movie of all time. I'm just gonna say it right now. The first Annabelle. I was not a fan of that film. It was the typical Conjuring type shit. You know, jump scares, blah, 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 blah. It's those types of films that I just want to, like, I was only born in 2000, okay? And that shit makes me want to go back to the fucking 80s. Recently bought Annabelle Comes Home on Blu-ray. It was a good movie. It was okay. Like, they're not great movies. And it's not a bad thing, you know? They're not great. Like, they don't have to be fucking great. They don't have to be excellent. They just have to be good, you know? And for me, Annabelle, like, the first Annabelle was just so fucking boring. Like, okay, like, we get it. Like, there's ghost ladies popping up everywhere on the screen and fucking, like, Annabelle killed her parents or whatever and blah, 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 blah. And then we get to Annabelle 2, which I thought was actually really good. You know, it's again the typical Conjuring type bullshit with the fucking jump scares. They do that ad nauseum. Like, they do that too much. Like, the jump scares, like, hold back on the jump scares. Like, maybe do, like, 1 or 2 jump scares for the movie. For the fucking franchise, I don't care. But, like, get inside the audience's minds with this film, like, and with your executions on how you're gonna scare your audience. Don't just, like, hold on. Don't do this every 10 fucking seconds. Don't do that. Just do something, like, kind of do it like John Carpenter's Halloween. Make them fucking scary. Make them stand there and just stare at you. Like, it doesn't have to be fucking jump scares. Stop relying so much on jump scares, guys. Seriously. If this goes out to any up-and-coming filmmakers out there, okay? If you want to scare the bejesus out of people, and this is just coming from me. I know a lot of people have different opinions. This is just coming from me, okay? If you want to scare the shit out of people, hold back on the jump scares. Maybe do 1 or 2 jump scares. Or none. Stop relying so much on one thing to scare your audience. Do something different. Do something new. Maybe it's the music that's fucking scary. Maybe it's, like, the mood and atmosphere that's scary, It doesn't always have to be a character popping up in the screen and scaring the fuck out of you. No, because then it becomes predictable and it becomes fucking boring. And nobody wants to see that. So, my advice to any filmmakers out there would be, hold back on the jump scares, man. That's all. Just create something new. Create something new. Like, whether it's mood, atmosphere, music, anything. Just don't fucking, like, overkill the film with jump scares. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So, the worst movie of all time, for me anyways, would have to be the first Annabelle. Because it just overkills it with the fucking jump scares. And it's overly annoying. That film, especially, was just so fucking boring. Like, make it interesting. Like, it doesn't have to be so fucking boring and bland. Like, Jesus, I'm starting to sound like fucking Gordon Ramsay up in here, man. Like, they don't have to be boring. Make them fun. Do something fucking crazy. Do something wacky. Like, Isolation, maybe. Or not, It doesn't always have to be fucking boring. You can throw in a couple jokes in there if you want, but like I said, make them fucking dry. Make them dry. Next question is, if you have seen them, what do you think of the Dead Snow movie? I've never seen the Dead Snow movies. Maybe I'll check them out. I don't know. Let me know if they're good or not, man. Comment down below. Next question. What will your next horror movie review be? Okay, so I've really gone off the chains with my YouTube channel lately. Past couple videos have been a little bit off topic, which I like. I like doing different things instead of just focusing on one franchise, which I kind of regret doing with my Child's Play franchise, because, I don't want to always focus on one franchise, you know what I mean? I mean, the basis for this YouTube channel is I'm probably going to be talking about Chucky a lot, because I'm a huge Chucky fan, and that's okay. It's okay to do that. But I moved on to the Nightmare on Elm Street films, and the reviews just got boring. Like, you know what I mean? It's the same old shit. Like, yeah, Freddy's, I can tell you this right now, the only thing I don't like about the other films after Dream Warriors is that Freddy gets fucking funny. He gets hilarious. Is this Freddy Krueger, or is this my fucking uncle? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, maybe I'll do Annabelle Comes Home, or maybe I'll do some Halloween stuff, you know? Like, I just started this channel, like a couple months ago, I think. Yeah, like, we've come a long way, you know, with this channel, and we still have so much time to go through with this whole fucking thing. Like, I can go on forever with this channel if I really wanted to. If you guys really wanted me to, just let me know. But yeah, I can literally talk about whatever you want. Maybe I'll do Dream Master, like Nightmare on Elm Street 4. Maybe not. Maybe I'll do some Psycho. Maybe I'll do the new Halloween. Maybe I'll talk about Halloween Kills. Ooh, maybe. Just let me know in the comments, man. That's all I gotta do. And the last question is, how come they don't make Rezzers? What the fuck is that word? Rezzers garlic dip anymore? Dude, I couldn't tell you. I'm Canadian. I've never fucking heard of Rezzers garlic dip. I'm sure it's tasty as fuck. But hey, man, maybe you should email those people and be like, yo, I want some fucking garlic dip. Boom. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this Q&A. It's very unfortunate that I didn't do it live. I don't know if I want to do it live yet, just in case I don't have much of an audience. But it was so fun to do this on Killer Flicks and have, like, so many comments. It was just such a blast doing this, and I'm very appreciative of the people who communicated with me and asked me these questions and cooperated with me so kindly. And you guys are fucking awesome. The guys cracking jokes in there were fucking hilarious. I really appreciate it. We need some light up in here because it's fucking, like, it's all rants and shit, man. Let's make it fucking fun. But yeah, I hope you guys all have a good day. And let me know down in the comments if you have any more questions for me. And yeah, have a good one, guys.